Well, hello there and welcome back to another episode of GameH Extra. Now, this week what I want to do is reply to a couple of YouTubers, Gruss Newton and Novabug. And the reason I'm doing that is because Gruss Newton has put out a very interesting question of, have you ever bought a console purely for one game? So I was thinking about this, and Novabug was the one I actually saw, because Gruss, until now, I never knew you had a channel, sorry. But I'm going to subscribe after I finish this video. But Novabug's the one that came up on my subscription list when he was replying to Gruss's video, and he brought up an interesting thing. Have you ever done it? And he says he's done it twice. Well, I was thinking, have I ever done that? And then it just struck me, the 6th generation of consoles is when I did it. Now, back at the time, I was a PC gamer, and I was sent to a few friends at one point. We're actually in MVC. Remember MVC? I don't think it's around anymore. It was a shop that did music, video and computer games, MVC. And we were talking about Grand Theft Auto and how we'd really liked it. And I said to them, I think the next version has to be in 3D. If they did 3D, it would be perfect, because it's got that kind of feel to it that it would work in 3D. Literally, we walked round a corner, and at the end of that aisle that we're at, I saw PlayStation Magazine, Grand Theft Auto 3. And I thought, I am having a PlayStation 2 if that game comes out. And it did come out. So, I bought a PlayStation 2 solely to play Grand Theft Auto 3. Now, I've played an awful lot since. In fact, I am aiming for a collection of all PlayStation 2 games released in the UK. So, it did have quite an impression on me, because the PlayStation 2 turns out to be an amazing console. But back then, I was strictly PC gaming. Baldur's Gate was the pinnacle and nothing compared to it. Yeah, and then, of course, Planescape Torment came along, and I went, wow. I think did Planescape Torment come out before or after Baldur's Gate? I'm not entirely sure. I did play it after, though. I tracked down they weren't selling it anywhere. I had to go to Newcastle to find it instead of Durham, where I was living at the time, just to get a copy. And I got a copy, and it was fantastic. That was the pinnacle of role-playing games in my view. So, anyway, I'm getting off track, because that was the reason I got the PlayStation 2. And from that, I saw an awful lot of amazing games and had a wonderful time. I still have it set up. It is the primary console in my house still, because it is that good. And I've even got another one here in the office so I can record things for GameH. But that wasn't the only time that I did this when I was thinking about it, because what actually happened was I was down in... I think it was Electronics Boutique, or maybe it was still Game at the time. One of those two, having a look for PlayStation 2 games, and they had in the corner a demo Xbox. And what was playing was Blinx the Time Sweeper. And it was an amazing thing. I'd never seen a game where you could reverse time before. That was amazing to me. I mean, anything else could have just passed me by. I wasn't into my shooters, so Halo was never going to do it for me. Although I do adore Halo. The original game I have... The first 4 games, the 4th game is a massive disappointment, plus the spin-offs, Halo Wars, Halo Reach, Halo 3 ODST, and I even got the Anniversary Edition remastered version of Halo. But Blinx the Time Sweeper is what caught my eye. It was cartoony, it was bright, it was a good platformer, and it could reverse time. I've never seen that in a game before. So, I bought my Xbox original to play Blinx the Time Sweeper, and yes, you may laugh, but I enjoyed this game. This was something unique at the time. It was different. The PlayStation 2 wasn't doing it for me in terms of platformers. I'm sorry, guys who love Spyro the Dragon and Rayman and things like that. Yeah, they're all right. Ratchet & Clank is pretty good, but it doesn't have reversing time, and I'd never seen that before. So, wow, had to have an Xbox for this. And I actually got the version that was bundled with Halo, funnily enough. I think it was a... The box doesn't mention bundling with Halo, if I remember correctly. The box is just an Xbox box. But they bundled Halo and Blinx with it when I bought it. So I was happy, and got me into Halo, funnily enough. So there you are, 2 games that caused me to buy consoles from that generation. But that's not where it ends. Now, when I was at university for the first time, I ended up going twice. When I was at university first time, my housemate in the 3rd year that I was there had a GameCube. And it was a fun little thing. I had my PlayStation set up, and we played that a lot, because it did PlayStation 1 as well as PlayStation 2. So we played Tekken 3 huge amounts. That was our weekend at times, just playing Tekken 3. And it was great. But he got himself a GameCube, because he was a Nintendo fan. And I think he was actually the only person I ever knew who had a no, sorry, tell I. His friend from junior school, who became my friend at secondary school, they both had a Super Nintendo, and they were the only people I knew who had a Super Nintendo. Everyone else had Mega Drive. So anyway, he was a Nintendo fan, and as a consequence, he bought the GameCube. And there was a game on that made me really like the style of Nintendo, and that game was Luigi's Mansion. When we left university, and he went off and did his thing and I went off and did mine, I still wanted to play Luigi's Mansion because I'd never finished it. So I bought a GameCube just to play Luigi's Mansion. Now I have a few other games now, like Super Mario Sunshine, Metroid Prime, things like that, and they're really good fun. But this is the game that I keep coming back to. And one of these days I'll finish it. So yeah, that entire generation of consoles, essentially, aside from the Dreamcast. I did eventually get a Dreamcast to complete the set and see what the fuss was about, but I didn't buy it for a specific game. I just wanted to see what the Dreamcast was about. So yeah, those three out of the four of that generation, I bought those consoles simply to play certain games. Now, I understand what Gruss is on about as well when he's saying that he saw the trailers for Sonic and wants a PS4, because I am in the same boat. I was prepared to skip this whole generation because there was nothing new under the sun that I wanted from this generation. It's just, I'm out of the console market essentially at the moment. I'm back to where I was before, playing on a computer and going for older stuff. I mean, I've got the Amstrad here, I've got the PlayStation 2, that kind of thing. Everything's ready for me and I enjoy what I do. But then I saw Sonic Mania, and my goodness, it looks like Sonic is finally back to where he should be. So it looks like after all these mistakes, after all the dross that they've thrown out with Sonic's name on, maybe he's actually back and done right this time. I mean, people say, yeah, Sonic Generations is okay. It didn't grab me. I'll probably end up picking it up. If I ever see a copy down in town, I'll probably end up picking it up. But Sonic Mania, when I saw that, my eyes teared up. It was like an old friend's finally back. So I will be thinking very hard about whether to get a PlayStation 4 just for that game. It's a hell of an outlay. I may end up picking up a second-hand one just to play that game, because I don't think I can justify hundreds and hundreds of pounds for a console I will most likely not play anything else on. Although I haven't said that. No. I think I will get it, because I just thought I could finish my Assassin's Creed collection off. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I suppose there would be a benefit to getting a PlayStation 4 now I think about it. But yeah, I think Sonic Mania has made me very much consider a PlayStation 4. So yes, that'll be the fourth time that a game has sold me on a console. So that's a very good question. Thanks for asking that. And that's it for me for now. So thanks very much. If you enjoy any games that got you to get a console, then do reply to Gruss and we'll go down the chain. But until next time, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you later.